Alright, we're back. So the game crashed. That is what happened. The game crashed. Let's go sleepies real quick. Hopefully Slicks will be back. Because I kind of wanted to tell him a story that I feel like he would enjoy. I mean, I'm going to tell it regardless, but, you know. Like I said, I feel like Slicks would enjoy the story quite a bit. It is a classic Ultra story, very funny. Hilarious, even. What in tarnation happened? Well, what happened was the game crashed. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna sit down. But glad to have you back, Slicks. I was saying I wanted to tell a story that I thought you would enjoy. And I want you to get back so that you could hear the story. Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? Is this just on the boat, or is this on him? Give me 2 minutes. Okay, alright. Oh, this is so much better. Literally so much easier. I should have done this from the get-go. Well, looks like we got a pig joining the party. Ooh, do I want to go to the towers? Do I want to go to the Twin Towers? Because I could really easily get them over there, but I risk there being a disaster, as that's often what happens with Twin Towers. Or I could take the long way and ensure safety. You know what? We're waiting for Slicks. We'll take the long way. Go away. This party is not for you. Oh, you freak. I don't even know if I need you. Just jump! Big jump! Actually, I think we're gonna go to the towers. Because if I go to the towers, I can very easily figure out where the fuck I'm going. Go away! No! That was the one I for sure needed! Oh. I don't know if I need this one is the problem. You freak. I can't believe you died. It wasn't even that big of a fall. Get the fuck up the mountain, you freak. Unbe-fucking-leavable! All of my fucking rabbits are dead. Great. Great. That's wonderful. I love it. I'm like actually salty about that. That's so fucked up. Maybe that's also why we haven't been finding that many rabbits, is they're getting killed by foxes. Hey, Slicks, both of my rabbits are dead. Both of them. The one I definitely needed took a tumble, and then the other one was killed by a fox. Pretty fucked up. Anyway, what do you mean, how could I? I didn't do anything. They were the morons. They killed, well, one of them was murked. Oh, okay, I don't need that one, but the other one I definitely needed. Damn it. The one who just fucking fell off a fucking 3-block drop went and got himself killed. And that was the one that I needed. That's, again, just so annoying. Anyway. Are you ready for some ultra lore? Because I've got a great story that, that just randomly popped into my head from high school. And it's the funniest shit ever. No, I don't want you, stupid pigs. Go fuck yourself. Ultra mega lore, you ready? You want me to drop that shit on you? If you can even handle it. Alright. So, back in high school, there was this kid, we used to make fun of him a lot. Because he was kind of like a sissy. And his name was Dante, alright? And he was running for class president, right? So he had all of these signs for his presidential run, right? And I could tell he was very proud of them. And it was, vote for Dante the Determinator. That's what the posters, or it wasn't a poster, it was like a printed out piece of paper. And he had them everywhere. Vote for Dante the Determinator. So, I thought this was funny. I went and I took one of the... Well, actually, you know what? We'll start with this one, because I did a few things. Because I'm a bit of a, you could say a twit, you know? So, I went and I took some of the signs, and I went and put them in the urinal. And I peed on one of them, and I know that, I mean, I wouldn't say we were really, like, very close friends or anything, but, you know, he was a cool guy. He went and took a pee on one of them, right? And, we're just fucking laughing about that shit. Because, obviously it's hilarious, but I don't think he knew I was the one that did it until I went and like, had told him because he brought it up or something. So funny shit, right? Well, the other one was even funnier. I took down one of the signs and wrote, "Don't dump on." I like crossed out vote and said, "Don't dump on," and it was Dante the Determinator. And I went and I threw it in the toilet. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious. Somebody's going to walk in there, right, needing to take a shit, and they're going to see it and be like, what the fuck? So this one guy, again, I wouldn't say that we were like, very close friends, but, I guess you could say we were friends, right? He had seen it, and took a shit on it, right? Now, I didn't know about any of this, right? I didn't know about any of this. I just knew last I had seen, I put "Don't dump on Dante the Determinator" and put it in the toilet. So, our teacher walks into the bathroom, and I guess he didn't flush it, which is hilarious. And he goes, "Oh dear." And I walk over, and I just see this fucking shit on the "Don't dump on Dante the Determinator" sign. And with the "oh dear," I had to book it out of the bathroom because I was going to fucking burst out laughing because of how he was just one of those guys, just the way he said it, "oh dear." Funniest fucking shit. So, oh, and I left this one out about the whole whole putting one in the urinal story. I forgot about this part, but this is hilarious. I walked in there one day, and I see Dante, and he sees the sign in the urinal, and he's getting a paper towel. And he's all grossed out. He's like, you can tell he's like visibly disgusted. And he goes and pulls it out of the urinal with the paper towel. That shit was funny. But anyway, this one was even funnier. So anyway, I had gotten detention. I don't remember what for, right? So the guy who took a shit on the "Don't dump on Dante the Determinator" sign was in detention too. So we did the normal jail thing. What are you in for? And like I said, I don't remember what I got detention for, but anyway, he goes, I got detention because someone went and put "Don't dump on Dante the Determinator" in the toilet, and I took a shit on it, and, and I started laughing, and I was like, bro, that was you who took a shit on it. I was the one who put it in the toilet. It was like the Spider-Man meme, where they're both pointing at each other. That was comedy gold right there. Literal comedy gold. I don't care what anyone says. That shit was hilarious. Literally. That's pretty good. Yeah. Comedy gold, baby. Comedy gold. Apparently the teachers didn't think so. I guess they just don't have a good sense of humor. That was hilarious. So you guys hit it off after all. We weren't like We didn't dislike each other, you know. And we were always, like, you know, friendly and, like, you know, would joke around and shit. But, like, I don't know. We weren't very close friends. You know, come to think of it, actually, we got into... We just had different friend groups. You know, he was with the popular kids and some shit, you know? And I was definitely not one of the popular kids, and was not looking to be one of the popular kids. So, yeah. And it's funny, because, like, Dante kind of ran with the popular kid crowd. Never mixed friend groups, right. Yeah, Dante kind of ran with the popular kids, which was weird. But I think they kind of kept him around as a joke, in all honesty. Specifically work friends and Vietnam friends. Okay, alright. Normal. Oh, okay. So not Vietnam friends. I got you. I was gonna say, Slicks, I guess, has seen some shit. He's older than what I thought. He was over in Nam. Back in Nam, exactly. But yeah, no, you know, like I was saying, come to think of it, like, I feel like we got into more shenanigans than that. Me and this kid in particular. Because we had the same science class. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. You run the fuck away from that rabbit. That's my Wabbit. That's... No, 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 no. That's right, that's my Wabbit. Alright. Let's go, Wabbit. Let's go. Nothing's gonna happen to you. 'Cause now I know, and I will kill the foxes. Which is a shame, because I like the foxes, but you know what? I don't want to hunt for wabbits anymore. But one of the other shenanigans that we got into... Well, you know what? I'll tell you two different shenanigans that we got into in this science class. This science class was something else, let me tell you. Because it had, like, a bunch of really funny people in it. What the... Oh. Good, Ultra, good. Kill them. Kill them now. Too dangerous to be kept alive, man. Brother, it's a 1-block jump. Alright. So one of the things that we got into that was hilarious is we would draw dicks in this one in this one science book. Like, we just dicked it up. Like, it was like just the entire thing was filled with dicks. I ended up stealing it. I'm not gonna lie. I ended up stealing that textbook. For some reason, I feel like it had to do with, like, they could trace it back or something. I don't know. I had a reason, and it was, like, not wanting to get caught. So I ended up, like, taking it, the dicked up textbook. Um, they could trace the dicks. Yeah, I guess they could. They could trace the dicks, I guess. Maybe I wrote in it or something. I have very distinct handwriting, so maybe that had to do with it. Anyway, I ended up giving away. I don't know why I did this. Well, I know why I did it because like I didn't like really realistically have the space for it. And I gave it to this girl that I really liked. She was kind of a whore, but you know, that thing about fucking hindsight being 2020, you know. But the funniest one in the entire book, and every game is game. Yeah, well, except for she wanted to fuck everyone that wasn't me. Except for that part. Oh, this is gonna go poorly, but you know what? We're gonna hope that it doesn't. And hopefully it just stays with me. So she thought you would... No, she knew I wasn't. She knew I wasn't. We'll put it that way. I did end up dating her friend, who was also a whore. You know. Where the fuck did the... No! Why are you jumping around like a retarded freak? Oh, this is why I didn't want to get fucking rabbits. I thought I had them all. Damn it. This is so obnoxious. Let me go ahead and get slime blocks. I can maybe push it down and hope for the best. So fucking obnoxious. Bro. This will be the third fucking rabbit. The third fucking rabbit that we will have collected. Oh, I'm in pain. It's so annoying. Anyway, the funniest part there, that way they won't be able to go down that. The funniest part about the dicked up textbook was this one. Well, there was two really funny pages. One of them was, I mean, obviously no surprise, page 69. Page 69 was covered with probably the most dicks. But then there was another picture. And this, thinking about it still makes me laugh. So this girl was holding a water bottle, right? Like one of those, like, so she didn't smash you, so you smashed her friend. Yeah, I guess. But this girl was holding, it was like one of those fucking, you know the water bottles that the football players have? Where, like, you squeeze it, and, like, you know, it shoots the water into your mouth? Well, it was one of those. So I drew the water bottle like a dick. So, yeah, like exactly like the Gatorade style one. So I drew it like a dick. like the water bottle itself was like the shaft, and then there was like balls on the end of it. It was hilarious. fucking funny as fuck. Oh, and here's a little extra fun fact for you. Um, y that girl ended up getting married, and you know who she married? Yeah, her stepbrother. uh, talk about a dodged bullet. Yeah, I didn't stutter. I did not stutter, Slicks. I will repeat it one more time for those in the back of the room. She married her stepbrother. Yeah, I guess she took the whole stepsis thing, you know, a step too far. So it's like those movies I hear about, but it came true. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And you know, it was so fucking awkward. Like, I met up with a bunch of friends of mine from high school, you know, that were all like in my friend group, and this one girl who, I don't know, I feel like she was always kind of like a baby sister to me or something. Well, I mean, I don't know. There was a point where I would have dated her, but like, that's interesting. But that was interesting if they lived together beforehand. Well, their parents got married before they did. Hey, step bro, I'm stuck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying, come to think of it, hey, step bro, let me help you. Yeah, it must have been how it went. But yeah, I don't know. Like at some point, I would have dated this girl, but like that was like a long time ago, and ever since I've kind of seen her more as like a little sister, you know. Anyway, it was so fucking awkward. Because like she hasn't seen me in like forever. You know, I actually haven't seen her or her husband in forever. And like the first thing, is this thing still on? Why is it still on? It shouldn't still be on. It is definitely still on. There we go. I think it's off now. Yeah, but the first thing she's got to say to me is like, oh, did you hear that, you know, like she married her stepbrother, you know? And like was just so excited to see my reaction and shit and like how I felt about it, and it's like, I haven't been interested in that bitch since I was like in high school. Like, you know, like I used to really like her, yeah, but I haven't for like quite some time now, and come to think of it, it's kind of a shameful thing to think about, that I was like ever really seriously interested in her, you know? It's like, is this all I'm gonna be remembered for, is that I liked that one hooer in high school? Like, is that the thing that y'all like remember about me? I have some Slicks lore here for you, but it would be easier to share if I was streaming. Probably. I mean, you can work on typing it if you want while I finish my last story. Yes, that's how you are. Thanks. I appreciate that so much. You're not doing that? Okay, alright, fair enough. Um, but yeah, the final piece of mischief that we got involved in, me and the kid who took a shit on Dante the Determinator's poster. Oh, I forgot I put that there. And besides the science book, I'll remember you as that guy that played Death's Door, and then I clipped the best and most viewed clip on your channel. Well, only on the Twitch side. On the well, actually, you might have the most clipped. Or no, actually, I don't think you any longer have the most viewed clip on my channel, on my YouTube channel. I think that's Jedi Master Jake, who sucks lemons, has a point, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it used to be cheat codes, if you remember that. That did have the top spot for like a long ass time, but I think Jedi Master Jake has more. That's stupid. I mean, they were both funny clips, to be fair. Which one was the cheat codes one? You don't remember that one? It was in Lego Star Wars, and you were giving me cheat codes, and then you said "Mom too fat," and I typed it in for the lols. Yeah. That's a classic one, alright. That was funny. Why is there so much bullshit dropping? There, hopefully nothing else will drop. I'm sick of this. Ads? Okay, well then I'll wait for my final story. Because there's more shenanigans. I hope we can find another fucking rabbit soon. This is so obnoxious. At least every time a rabbit spawns, there seems to be two of them, and one of them is the one I need. This should have been over with like 20 years ago. Where the hell was I? Where I found the first rabbit. So I don't think we're going to find any around here because just of all the foxes. Alright, I would prefer not to go over by that gorge. Seems like a real pain in the dick. Chicken, fuck you. Alright, third story. Alright, so the third story is another banger, by the way. So, obviously, high school kids, you know, we like to make, you know, we like to make sex jokes, obviously. And one of the most famous things that we would do is in that science class, you know. It's gonna sound actually hilarious to retell and to explain. Oh, are you who I need? Oh, I don't need either of you. I hate you. Here, go in here and drown. Like, I actually hate you guys. So, anyway, sorry. I was distracted by Wabbits. They're wascoey, don't you know? So yeah, you know, like to. Okay, all right. Skeleton horse. Don't know how the fuck you got here, but they see me rolling. They hating, patrolling, and trying to catch me riding skeleton horses. So yeah, anyway, story time, story. Um, so one of the classic sex jokes that we liked to do, and it's not even like a fucking joke, you know, we would just, you ever just like slap your hand between your legs, you know, like, and make that sound? Because it sounds like you know, you're cranking meat. So anyway, we were doing that. We would do that, and then we would throw in, yeah, we would do that. We'd, and we would kind of jump up and down in the chair as we were doing it. All right, so that's the visual you need to have in your head there. All right, just doing the jumping up and down in the chair. So anyway, we would do that, but like you couldn't do it for very long, or else, you know, it would like alert the guards, and by the guards I mean the teacher, which by the way was the same fucking teacher that went, oh dear. I don't know if I already explained. He was the science teacher. So anyway, we would do that, and obviously big hilarious, big funny. And you know, everyone would all the guys would kind of fucking chuckle because obviously it's funny. So one of the girls in the class, who no one really liked, she was like really annoying, and I think she was kind of into me, which is weird because she had one of those like, I don't like you, you know, but like at the same time I'm kind of into you thing going on. Or at least that was my take on it, you know. Maybe I was wrong, but like I feel like low key she was into me. Was she a teacher's pet? Kind of. She also just had like a really annoying kind of Valley Girl voice too. Like, oh my gosh, you know? She would kind of talk like this. Also, you know what? Fuck it. I am going to fucking, like, I'm going to go in on this bitch, alright? So, she was also, like, just kind of ugly, and, would just cake on makeup, just like one of those, like, you could lick your finger, and, like, you would just, like, touch your face, and, you know, it would be, like, fucking, like, Cheeto powder on your fingers, because there was like that much or not perfume, not cologne, makeup. There we go. I finally came to the right word. Yeah, just caked on, right? She was also hyper liberal too. So she would get irritated whenever I'd talk about Donald Trump, which obviously you holy crap, you are retarded. Yeah, I don't know why I was struggling to say makeup and why I said everything except for makeup. Whatever. Obviously, y'all know, pretty big Trumpers over here. And 2016 was no different. I have been a forever Trumper, pretty much. When he was the candidate in 2015, when he was running, well, as a candidate in 2015, I was like, that's my guy. And I have not really wavered since then. You know, I might disagree with him here and there on some shit, but you know what? He's my goat. What can I say? Oh, baby chicken. Anyway, She would get really irritated about that shit, and it was funny. So, to bring it all back home, I just wanted to give you a taste of, like, who this bitch is, right? The don't dump on Dante the Determinator guy and me are you know, we're going ham, right? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she raises her hand and goes, "Can you tell Ultra and..." I mean, I guess what the fuck? I've already said Dante's name. His name was Sebastian, right? Can you tell Ultra and Sebastian to stop making sex noises during class? And the entire room just goes dead silent. And, like, we're all in fucking shock that this bitch actually just said that. So obviously, our teacher is like, it's a real oh dear moment. Because he's not sure how to take this. Wait, what did she say? She raises her hand and asks the teacher to tell me and Sebastian to stop making sex noises during class. So like I said, everyone's kind of like in shock that she just actually... Wait, oh, I was about to say, where the fuck is my bed? Here it is. Like, actually just said this shit. But it's also very hilarious that she did say that. So anyway, I guess she was. I'd prefer not to think about that, but, like, I don't know. Anyway. Again, teacher doesn't quite know what to do here. It's like, again, it's, like I said, a real oh dear moment. And obviously he has to stop the class, and he goes and he takes me and Sebastian out into the hall, right? So, like, I am a devious little devil, quite devious, and he doesn't think to split us up, which is the thing. He doesn't think to split us up. So bad interrogation on his part. He should have split us up. So he goes and he's like, basically, is that true? Like, is that what's going on? And I was like, oh no, I don't know what she's talking about. That was just, it's just a joke from a YouTube video. Dead ass when I told him. It was just a joke from a YouTube video. I don't know what she's on about, And Sebastian's just like, kind of like, yeah, just a joke from a YouTube video. Anyway, we got into no trouble whatsoever. And he was just like, oh, okay, but, like, just try not to do that again because, like, she could interpret it that way, and, So that was the other devious thing that we did. That was fucking hilarious. And I feel like she kind of had to respect the game there. Like, just pulling that out of my ass. Like, no hesitation. What a delinquent. What a what? Oh, I thought you were trying to say delinquent, but then I read it and I was like, that does not say delinquent, and I have never seen that word before. Probably because the word does not exist. Okay. Yeah, no. Total delinquent. Very hilarious. It was in Spanish. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. That will do it. But yeah, no, like that. Oh, it auto-corrected in Spanish. That's got to be frustrating, you know? Because autocorrect is already bad enough on its own, and then you start throwing in 2 different languages. That's got to be a lot. But yeah, no, I you know, you got to give me fucking, like, props. You know, this is going to sound really bad to say, but I was kind of a master class liar when I was in school. Well, I have a dual keyboard because I use both, so I combined them sometimes. Okay, all right, I got you. Yeah, you know, I'm not even gonna lie with you. I was a master class liar in school. Definitely got me out of a lot of situations. But that one was the funniest, though. You can. What is that supposed to mean, Slick? I'm not a masterclass liar anymore. I'm pretty on the up and up. I am pretty on the up and up, you know. Damn it. It means exactly what it's supposed to mean. So I am an untrustworthy bastard is what you're saying. Okay, alright. I have eyeballs. Alright, well. Butthole. It's not what I said. Yeah, but you were thinking it loudly. Butthole. Seeing means I can use my eyeballs. Yeah, you're a butthole for calling me, you know. An unrepentant liar. Unless I'm Matt Murdock. Well, I can safely say you're not Matt Murdock. But apparently you think I'm just total liar. Just total, completely untrustworthy. I can see my hearing. Well, gotta say, shame on you, Slicks. You know, shame on you. I am a quite trustworthy fellow now. I don't use my powers for evil. Anymore. I don't think I said that, but you're definitely saying it a lot, so... I mean, that's kind of the impression I got, you know? It's kind of the impression I got. Only for justice. I don't know if lying can be really used for justice, but you know, like I said, I don't use my powers for evil. So kill the Wabbit, kill the Wabbit, kill the Wabbit. Wow, this Wabbit is wascoey. He wasn't that wascoey. He's not wascoey anymore. But yeah, you know what? Since I'm such an unrepentant piece of shit bastard liar, according to Slicks, that's what he said, his own words. I might as well go ahead and tell you some of the times I was working with my boss this morning, and he told me he got a jury summons. Oof, that's rough. That's rough. He said I'll go in with my Kirk shirt and MAGA hat and they'll probably kick me out. Nice, that's epic. That's epic. Not a bad strategy either. But yeah, since Slicks thinks I'm such a piece of shit, bastard, lying sack of shit, like I said, his own words, not mine, I might as well go ahead and tell you some more stories where I have used my, he's saying that he totally said that, and now he's doubling down on it, everybody. He just says that I am regarded as a liar and a sack of shit, yeah. Just gotta keep reminding me of it. Okay, alright. But yeah, I might as well go ahead and tell some other times how I've used my powers for evil. There was one time, and funnily enough, that is not a bed or an ender chest. Yeah, funnily enough, it was the same bitch that went and was like, oh, you need to tell Ultra and Sebastian to stop making sex noises during class. Well, this time, though, she's not the bad guy of the story. As a joke, well, she was doing a science project, or no, it was a Bible project. For some reason, she brought in bleach for a Bible project. I think it was something to do with, like, Jesus wiping your soul white as snow or something. I don't know. And I guess Jesus was supposed to be the bleach, or I don't know. Anyway. Or here, wait, I can use this to get out. No. Anyway, regardless of what it was used for, she had some bleach on her. And I think she was just going to throw it out or something. And I think I had made the joke like, oh, you know, I want to go and drink that, so you should, you know, if you're going to throw it out, just give it to me because I need a cool, refreshing drink. So she thought that was funny. And she was like, all right, here you go. No, I didn't. I did not tell her to drink it. I said I wanted to drink it. So she gave me the bleach. And I would kind of carry it around in my backpack as a joke. Anytime something was like, there was a really annoying, like, thing we had to do in class, I would just pull it out and I would be like, man, I need a nice refreshing drink. You know, it was a funny bit, right? So anyway, I was in this one teacher's class, and stop killing the rabbits. I was in this one teacher's class, and I literally didn't even, like, make that joke. Classic teenager style bit, right? Very classic for the time, you know. I wouldn't say it's aged amazingly, but, you know, for the time it was a quality joke. Yeah, so like I was saying, I was just looking for something in my backpack. And I couldn't find whatever it is I was looking for, so I was just, like, digging everything out of my backpack. So I pulled out the bottle of bleach, right? And the teacher flipped a tit. Like, what are you doing? You need to go to the principal's office. You know, trying to get me in trouble because I had fucking bleach in my backpack. Like, okay, alright. So I went to I had to go to the fucking principal's office, right? And I want to say that, like, somehow they knew I had gotten it from this girl, right? And obviously I didn't want to get into trouble, and you know what? I was a fucking sport, and I wasn't going to let her get in trouble for it, because, you know, the whole situation was bullshit, you know? Because, you know, I'm that kind of guy. She was annoying, I didn't like her, but you know what? I wasn't going to let her take the heat, right? And I also was sure as shit not taking the heat. So you know what I said? Oh yeah, she gave it to me because for like a Bible project. What a guy! I know, right? I'm such a guy. And here you were calling me just a sack of shit liar, unrepentant, you know. All of this. Now you probably feel pretty bad, don't you, Slicks? So I was going and I told the principal, like, oh no, she was giving me this. There's a pale garden right here. What the fuck? I flew forever to find one of them bitches, and it's just right the fuck here. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Also, we still have not found the fucking rabbit. I'm so pissed off. We should have had it twice already. Whatever. But yeah, no, I was like, oh yeah, she gave it to me for a Bible project, actually. So, you know, I got out of the principal's office. This was towards the end of the day, too. So, I don't think they had gone to, like, talk to her yet. Because I went and I basically told her what to say. I was like, this is how this is going to go down. You're going to say that you gave that to me for the Bible project, right? And she was like, okay, alright. She went along with that shit. And you know who ended up getting in trouble? Take a guess, Slicks. Who ended up getting in trouble over this whole bleach incident? Me? Wrong answer. The Bible teacher. The Bible teacher ended up getting in trouble over it. Yeah. Because they were like, you know, you can't have, like, motherfucker, this is not the one I need. Wait, is it? Is it the one I need? I'm gonna take it with me, just in case. That might be the one I need. But yeah, no, he literally ended up getting in trouble over it, and not me. Or her. Because apparently it was, like, it's a bad idea to, like, let students take bleach, even if it's for a project, you know? Not even take, but, like, just bring it to school or whatever. So, yeah, that's my story. I'm a fiendish mastermind. Alright, Wabbit, we're gonna have to go this way. It's a 1-block jump! Stop being retarded. I bet she really liked you then. I mean, I guess. Well, I mean, also, what was she gonna do? Not listen to me? Like, she could have said whatever the fuck she wanted to say, but, like, if I got in trouble, she got in trouble. Just that simple. There's no situation in which I get in trouble and she does not. in this scenario. I think I maybe even had to explain that to her. Because it's like, if I get in trouble for having the bleach, well, she was the one that brought it, so... Like, you're not getting out of it. That's not, like, an option. Ultra's a pathological liar. But like I said, I swear that they knew, though, is the thing. Either that or I dragged her into it. Just to make the story more believable. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure they knew. Because I don't think I would have just only used for justice. Yeah, I guess I used it for truth, justice, in the American way. I don't know. Kinda, not really, though. No, that's actually not used for good purposes, because, like, I got the... Well, I mean, I guess technically the teacher, like, would have been in trouble regardless, because, like, he shouldn't have done that. Which, again, I don't think is a big deal, but, like, apparently they seem to think it was a big deal. And, I mean, at the end of the day, regardless, yeah, it was... I guess mildly his fault. Very mildly. Again, I still think the whole thing is bullshit. And it's like, wait a minute. Don't we have chemistry at this school? Like, okay, alright. I guess it's only okay to have certain potentially dangerous chemicals. Or something. I don't know. And that teacher, by the way, she claimed that she liked me. You know, like, I was one of her favorites or whatever. And it's like, oh. So, this is how you treat one of your favorites? You go ahead and you fucking say, go to the principal's office because you have bleach on you and, like... Okay. When other teachers were like, that's no big deal. Like, whatever. Some of them even laughed. Some other teachers actually laughed at it when I was like, when I actually pulled it out and was like, oh, I need a cool, refreshing drink. Like, I literally had other teachers that would laugh at that shit. What the fuck? I've just got another fucking skeleton horse here? Why? But I guess I was such her favorite that she decided to send me to the principal's office over it or something. I don't know. She was also kind of really annoying, too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm back from Ad Central. Oh, did you not hear all of that? You have to tell me what the last thing you heard was. Gotta let me know about these things sooner, Slicks. Gotta let me know sooner. Oh, the teacher got in trouble? Wow, that was a long time ago. Wow. Yeah, so, I mean, technically it was his fault. Even though, like I was saying, it was kind of bullshit at the same time, though. Alright, come on. You fucker! Get up, get down here! Trampoline. Okay, alright, neato. Where the fuck did the rabbit go? I don't see anything where, like... Where the hell did it go? I don't see where it would have, like, fallen off or anything. Don't you dare say that, Slicks. Don't you dare say that. Wonder if he went back through the portal. Oh my. This is so annoying. Because, yeah, we would have seen, like, some kind of splat. So he's got to have either gone back through the portal. Or he's back here somewhere. Oh, no, 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 no. Stay still, stay still, stay still, stay still. Stay still, stay still, stay still. Okay, good. The worst fucking possible spot for him to be. No. Oh my. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and sit here for a little bit. And let that shit just kinda, like, calm down. But yeah, this teacher supposedly liked me a lot. But yet was the one that sent me to the principal's office over this shit. While other teachers, one of which I know did not like me, because she was hyper liberal and I was very pro-Trump, and it also really irritated her because she gave us a pretest, and she was our history and geography teacher, and she gave us a pretest at the beginning of the year, which you were supposed to fail, but I got a 100, like a fucking 80 or a 90 on it. So yeah, I could basically do nothing and, like, pass the tests easily, and I feel like that kind of irritated her. But that teacher was cool with me literally pulling out the bottle of bleach as a joke. She thought you big cheated. There was no way for me to cheat. Cheating is literally impossible on that. No! That's so fucked up! Bro! I don't even know what more I can do. Bro. It should have been enough, though. It should have been a fucking enough. I don't... I mean, I guess I could, but I would need a pretty big pool, and I don't want to destroy all of this shit just to fucking put a pool in. Bro. I'm really fucking pissed. Make us out of what? There's not really a great way to do that. I mean, I can't even make like a staircase because I already tried taking one down a fucking staircase and it died. All it takes is for it to fucking move like a fucking centimeter. Do a minecart thing. I mean, I might be able to do a minecart thing. Or a boat thing. I just don't know how well that would realistically work. Bro, I don't want to get another fucking rabbit. Like, this is so fucking retarded. Oh, I'm a rabbit. I can jump really high, so I should have, like, fucking... Yeah, that was definitely the one... Oh, wait, was that the one I needed? Let me go in there and see, like... Are these even the... I don't even know if this is the one I need. That's not even the one I need. I need the salt. It's like gray and it's got a white tail. I don't even know, like... Because the ones I was getting is apparently not the one that I need. Apparently I was just getting the brown bunny. Which is weird because it looked different from the other kind of... Yeah, I kept getting that brown one. Or a black one. Bro, this is... The rabbits are really annoying me. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna end the stream until I find one of these fuckers. So, at some point, I'm gonna make a zoo with every mob. And the only ones that I'm not sure if I'm gonna go after the variants of are the, the horses. Because the horses are, like, really kind of obnoxious. because there's so many different like base colors and then patterns. It's kind of like fish a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'll do it at some point, but I'm not gonna like sweat the technique because we can find horses like close to the base. Croissant smash burgers. Oh, okay. Sounds pretty good. Did you say croissant? Nice. You did? Very nice. I think I'm gonna start here and then fly out and see if I can find biome where they spawn, because I think part of my problem is there's too many fucking mobs that spawn in there. Like Rocket Man, what? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. That is the idea. They might spawn up here, and that's not horribly far away. Because I believe this technically might be a meadow. I hate not having all of my boxes in the ender chest. It's pretty annoying. We should have an increased spawn chance of wabbits here. But it also looks like we've got a lot of other passive mobs here as well, which is kind of not what I was hoping for. Wow, these are fairly new chunks because there's bushes. Fuck you, stupid pig. Yeah. They're really pissing me off. Really pissing me off. Why is it only spawning pigs? Just pigs fucking everywhere. Wabbit. Oh, Basco-wee Wabbit. Come out to play. They should definitely be able to spawn here. This is definitely a meadow biome. %. Because it's on kind of a little mountain. Oh, there's a baby chick. Which one is it? I thought it was Jedi Master Jake. I had like 4,000 views or something like that. Whereas the other one only had like 1,000. What? I'll have to check that. I don't remember that. I feel like I'd remember that. The 6,000 is a lot of views. A lot of views. I know what my most viewed thing ever is, and it is the Black Album. Well, thank you, Slicks, thank you. Bit of a shock. It's called What's Happening. I don't remember that. That's so weird. I don't want to fly too far away. Because then I would have to find, like, another nearby portal, but, like... I'm just concerned at the amount of space here. Like, really quite concerned. And I don't want to keep wasting rockets flying away. Like, is this fucking rabbit, like, this rare? Like, surely it's not this rare. Some of them, yeah. Doki Doki did really well. Doki Doki did really well. It's from the Gooners. Pretty much. Gooners and Weebs. Gooners and Weebs. Weebs and Gooners. Brother. I mean, I figure if we're so fucked on it, We're so fucked on it, we might as well just go back to the taiga. I don't see a point in running around somewhere further away from where it already is, or where the portal already is. I can't remember if this is an old growth taiga. If this is an old growth, it's kind of fucked. But if it's not, it's just a regular taiga, we should be able to find the wabbits we're looking for. I was really hoping the meadow was going to do us good, but like I said, if it's not any better than a regular taiga, then fuck it, you know? Oh, this is an old growth. Yeah. Well, let's just see if the wiki is wrong. We'll see if anything spawns in here. Does not appear to be wrong. Well, wait, actually, this is a regular taiga right here. I might be able to get something. It's a fox. It's gonna be a little sketchy getting him down the thing, but it's still doable. Neither of you are the wabbits I am looking for. Go fuck yourself. Do they show up in... How do none of them show up in regular forests or like birch forests? That's weird, and I don't feel like that was always the case. I feel like you could find them in regular... Well, you had to have been able to find them in regular forests at some point, or plains. Because I don't know how I would have naturally spawning wabbits at the base. Because I used to have regularly spawning rabbits. Which again would just not be possible. So they had to have changed it, which is fucked up. I don't know why they had to change it and make them more difficult to find. What does it say? Oh, an old trail run, huh? What? I don't remember getting that comment. I know I don't have the deepest voice in the world, but come on, it's not that difficult to figure out. And I'm sorry, I've been told it's really not, but I could only see it if I filtered all the comments because it's supposedly spam. Where it fucking belongs. Where it fucking belongs. It's like, yeah, like, you know, I've had people tell me my voice is very soothing. So, you know what? Fuck you. Alright, I need you to go away. Come here, Wabbit. Come here. I have a present for you. Yes, I have a present for you. You know what it is? Sword. Oh, do you want to take care of this, Mr. Fox? Get him. Go get him. Go get him. Nicely done. You know, I had another comment too that was like, that said something similar. That was like, you know, as a matter of fact, I think they just went out and were like, called me a woman. And I'm like, my voice is not that high. Like, I don't have the deepest voice in the world, but holy shit, is it not that, like, high. Can I please get the correct rabbit so I can just fucking end this? And to think, I fucking ended. Or I fucking, like... I haven't even captured the correct rabbit. I thought I had him, like, twice. And it's just not him. You're back? Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Like... Low-key, I think you know. I think you're just posting that shit because my voice is not, like, mega deep. Like, I low-key think you obviously know that I'm a dude. But you just think, you know, oh, I can go ahead and make a fucking snarky comment here. A new clip? What could it possibly be about? I haven't said anything funny. Oh, unless if it's... Mr. Wabbit, come here. I'm going to kill you. Oh, I'll see? Okay. Oh, that still just kind of irritates me. Well, I mean, this whole thing irritates me. The whole fucking rabbit situation and just freaks out here fucking criticizing my voice. Like, okay. I can't tell what gender you are. How about the gender that fucked your mom? How about that one? That one with my fucking schmeat. How about that one? Figured it out yet? Figured it out? Man, we ain't never gonna find this fucking stupid rabbit. Well put. Thank you. Fair answer, my wife says. Yeah, I don't know. I've only ever had one woman say anything about my voice, and it wasn't even like a, you know, like a fucking. She needed context first. Yeah, no, I've only ever had one woman kind of question the deepness of my voice, but like, I don't know. She wasn't like rude about it or anything, or like being a dick or whatever. She was just like, oh, you know, when I first saw you, I expected your voice to be a lot deeper, but you know, it's the gender that fucks your mom. That's a great out of context moment. That's a great out of context moment. Didn't have a chance to clip it? Ah, too bad, too bad. I do need more clips. I'm just far too lazy to do it myself. Are you fucking kidding me? Why is it the same two motherfuckers? Stop it! Give me the rabbit I need. I hate you. I hate you. Come back. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. You're going to die just like your mother. I don't know why I'm in such a violent mood. I think I'm just fucking irritated that I've been running around like a fucking maniac for an hour, probably 2 hours, looking for a motherfucking rabbit that hasn't fucking showed his fucking stupid fucking face. I'm not salty, you're salty. I don't get it. Why is there's only fucking 2 rabbits that are spawning, and it's in the same fucking location, and it's the same fucking rabbits. I don't get it. There's fucking 3 varieties of rabbits that can spawn in this biome, and we have seen 1. It's not even the fucking black one. I mean, I don't need the black one, and I don't want the black one. But, like, at least I could be like, oh, alright, you know, it's going through, you know, it's fucking, like, cycling or whatever. Like, maybe we'll get the one we need the next time. What the fuck are you doing here? Fuck you. Yeah, no llamas or anything. It's weird. 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 To quote Slick's favorite actress ever. Oh, you haven't heard the weird. It's, what the fuck is her name? She looks like Lord Farquaad. Rachel Ziegler. That's her name. You know, your favorite actress. I thought you would know her name. Gross. Why, bro? I don't understand it. Like, the only thing that we have gotten from this expedition looking for fucking rabbits is pigs. Just pigs everywhere. I just want my rabbit so I can go home and fucking end the stream and never look for rabbits ever again. I was so excited. I thought I had all the rabbits. But then I was looking through the textures. Like, because obviously the rabbit texture completely changed. And it looks way better now. And I was like, oh, there's one I don't have. And it was just so disheartening, you know? Like the saddest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, so you know what? If you've been frequenting the channel, you know that, like, oh, I was going to tell you, I got the 2017 Battlefront 2 on PC for like $1, and I got into mod it. Nice, nice. That's a nice prize. But yeah, you know that over here we are no pro-Israel channel. But we're also not, like, deranged when it comes to Israel, you know? It's like, I think they're bad, but, like, I don't think everything that's wrong with the world is Israel's fault, or everything that ever goes wrong for America is Israel's fault. If you're new here, a reminder that Ultra Mega is your new god. No, the only God is Jesus Christ. But yeah, so like I would not say anti-Israel, but I'm not pro-Israel either, you know? I'm not a fan of them. But again, like, you know, when the milk expires, I'm not like Netanyahu, you know? Anyway, I had these freaks, right? All I said was Thomas Massey is a fucking grifter and a loser. Which is true. Thomas Massey is nothing more than a grifter and a fucking loser. And all of a sudden, I started getting all of these comments replying to me, saying that, like, I just love Israel, and I'm pro-Israel, and I love AIPAC, and all of this shit. And I'm like, no, I don't like him because he gets nothing done. He grandstands, and is fucking unreliable for any vote. Fetterman is more reliable to vote, you know, for fucking, like, you know, interests of the right than fucking Massey, and he's a Democrat, you know, and Massey is supposedly a Republican. This did not matter because Israel derangement syndrome is real. This did not matter to them. Oh, no, yeah, whatever you say, I think they called me a Shlomo. Which I gotta say, that's pretty funny, you know. It's a funny, you know, insult or whatever. But, like, I just told you, I'm literally... What does that mean? So, like, what I assume that means is, like, shalom is, like... Do you ride the short bus? I mean, they kind of do, yeah. But I would assume that it's, like, it's a play on words with shalom and homo, if I had to guess. Which, again, pretty funny. But it's like, yo, all I said was Thomas Massey is a grifter and a loser who can't be trusted to vote for anything at all. And the only thing he does is ensure that he gets his name in the news. And it's like, I guess that is the equivalent of saying that I am pro-Israel. Like, okay. So anyway, I tried explaining this to them, right? I was like, well, you see, I'm actually not pro-Israel. I'm actually, you know, kind of anti-Israel, but, like, you know, not to, like, any extreme measure or whatever. And they just kept going on with it. And were like, okay, whatever you say, Shlomo. And I was like, okay, all right. If you can't be reasoned with, you know... Because there was actually one person who was reasoned with. They still pretty much thought I was the devil because I called Thomas Massey, you know, what he is. But they at least weren't playing the fucking, like, oh, you're a pro-Israel, you know. They weren't playing that card. So finally I was like, alright, you can't be reasoned with, so I'm going to troll you. And I'm going to troll you into the ground. And that's also another one of my great superpowers, is if I want to be, I can be a god tier troll. So they went and, you know, they hit me with the, okay, Shlomo, and I was like, oh, you know, it's funny, you know, considering you're so anti-Israel, you seem to be using their playbook a lot to, like, attack me, right? Because that, you know, that's what fucking pro-Israel people do, is they, whenever you disagree with them and you bring any kind of counterpoint, they just go ahead and say, okay, anti-Semite. So I was like, you know what? Have fun at your next AIPAC meeting. Make sure to straighten your Israeli flag button. And needless to say, they were kind of triggered. They were a little triggered by that. They were like, "Oh, you're projecting." And what did I say the second time? I think I said something again about him being a member of APAC or something. I was like, well, I mean, if you're using their playbook, you know, you had to have probably gotten that from an APAC meeting. So I'm assuming that's, you know, like where you've been or whatever. And then someone else said, oh, he's deflecting. And I was like, what did I say? Oh, I said, oh, I think you've got your kippa screwed on too tight. So I can't wait to see the response. I don't even think I'm going to get a response to that one. I think I trolled too close to the sun. And I've got more too. If they want to keep coming at me, I'm going to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you because you had your lips pressed against the wall in Israel." They're going to love that one. Cuz you know, I am all for, you know, debate and explaining like your point of view and shit. But like if you explain your point of view and they just don't want to hear it, you know, and they actively want to say that you believe something that you don't believe, then I'm going to troll you. Like, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm going to have a really fucking good time trolling you. And you will deserve it, you know? Because, I mean, while I think it's stupid, you know, it's one thing for them to have said it the first time, and then after I clarified and was like, yeah, no, I'm actually not, you know, a pro-Israel guy. And they were just like, oh, okay, I got you. You just don't like Thomas Massey. Okay, whatever. That would be one thing. But I literally just told you I'm not pro-Israel though. And I have very few kind things to say about them. The only thing that I can say about Israel right now is like our interests align with Iran when it comes to Iran. Like that's it. Like, yeah, well, I'm pro fix everything and make it work. See, but they're not even pro fix everything and make it work. They're pro black pill. Like everything sucks. We're never gonna be able to change it. I had someone. It was actually the one person that was like willing to sit there and actually listen to what I had to say when I said I'm not pro-Israel. That guy was like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, it's all fucked, and I'm pro make tax simpler and make sense." Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm actually pro get rid of fucking income tax. Personally, taxation is theft. Which, you know what, they would probably love if I said that shit, right? If they didn't hear me say anything about Thomas Massey, right? And they heard me say taxation is theft, they would probably be over here like lining up to suck on my ling long if I said that. 100%. Right. No, the whole thing is a scam. And then it goes to fucking, like, suck on your in-law? No, my ling-along. And then it goes, all that taxation goes to fraud, you know? But yeah, no, they would be lining up to suck on my ling long if they heard me say that. But you know, it's just like, oh, you're not allowed to say anything bad about Massey, even though he's a ginormous asshole, a grandstanding loser who gets nothing done, and is like the most unreliable vote. Well, actually, you can rely on him to not vote on whatever it is you need him to vote on. But yeah, no, this one guy was going on this tirade about how, like, oh, everything is fucked and blah, 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 and uniparty, blah, 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 and it's like, yeah, no, I told him, I agree with you that there is definitely a uniparty, but, like, not everyone is a part of it. And I even said, and I know that Thomas Massey isn't a part of it, because Thomas Massey is only pro-Massey. He's not pro anything else. He's pro getting his name in the news. And I basically told him, if you don't think that, like, we can fix America by getting rid of these losers, primarying them, removing, like, left-wing judges, you know, like, from their like, positions, then I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Just leave. Just leave America. You know? You've already given up. Like, there's no point in you, like, being here anymore. Go somewhere else. Since you've given up. But yeah, no, I've got some good ones in the chamber if someone wants to try that bullshit with me again. You know, I feel like I really am in the worst possible position when it comes to Israel, because I have the the top tier like, just I have like the most least popular opinion on Israel, and that's that I don't really care. Like, I don't like them, but I don't hate them. You know, I want to see them out of our government, but they don't control everything in our government. Which is, again, the least popular opinion ever, because the pro-Israel people will call me an anti-Semite, right? Because I'm not, like, you know, in bed with Israel. But then the anti-Israel people will say that, like, will basically be like, oh, well, you don't hate Israel enough, so, you know, you're in bed with Israel. And it's like, like, no, I am, like, the perfect middle ground. I am the sane middle ground on this issue. Like, I'm not middle ground on many issues. I'm pretty extreme on most issues. But, like, this one, I am, like, again, the most principled, most, like, middle of the road on this argument. Like, it doesn't get more middle of the road when it comes to having an opinion on Israel than what I have. I really don't. Like literally. Extremist kind of guy? I mean, I wouldn't say I'm an extremist. I said I have some kind of extreme views on certain things, you know. Yeah, pretty much. like, one of my very extreme views that a lot of people would very much disagree with, but Milton Friedman would be, like, patting me on the back and being like, my boy, would be that I don't think that you should have to have a license to be a doctor. I think that you should just be able to open up your clinic, you know? And that there should be a certificate program, you know? And it's like, if you have a certificate, you know, you can maybe charge more, right? And people would, like, know that that can't be safe, can it? Well, hear me out. There's a certificate program, right? And that the certificate program is the exact same as you being a licensed doctor, right? You've gone to medical school, you know all there is to know, right? So, as the consumer, you have to make a choice. If you want ultra mega okay to do your open heart surgery, that's fine. But if you die because I'm not very good at my job, whose fault is that? Your fault. Why is it your fault? Because I'm ultra mega okay. Ads? Okay, alright. Well, answer the question. If you go to me to get your open heart surgery and you die, whose fault is that? Well, why do you say that? You failed me. No. The answer is you failed yourself. Why? Because do I know anything about open heart surgery? Do you think that going to me would be a good idea to get your open heart surgery? Nope, exactly. So that means you made a poor decision. But if you think about it, there's also a lot of things that you go to the doctor for that any old person can do. You know, like, what does it have to do with it has everything to do with everything. It's your choice. You have the freedom to choose. Right? And there's plenty of things that, like, a normal person can do. Like, you know, if you've got, like, I don't know. Think about if you have, like, a cold or some shit. And you go to the doctor and they're like, yep, that's the flu. Oh, so if I choose to trust you and you kill me, that sucks. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. That is the idea. But like I was saying, there's also plenty of other things where it's like, you know, you go to the doctor, and the doctor tells you you've got but how does that help? Well, let me finish. I haven't finished yet. But there's also plenty of things you can go to the doctor for that, you know, like I said, if you have the flu or something. And it's like, you don't have to necessarily be a doctor to come to the conclusion that someone has the flu, right? Like that's a thing that someone could reasonably do. Just like a normal ass person could reasonably do. And in that case, it would be quite beneficial to you to go to me. Where, like, I would be like, yeah, you got the flu, bro. Right? Like, you know. And I go and I, you know, tell you what you need to do to take care of the flu. So why is that better, you ask? Well, in that case, assuming that I know what the fuck I'm doing, but I just didn't go to medical school, I would charge you a lot less than someone who went to medical school. Your bills are way cheaper. So, you know, going to the doctor might cost you, I don't know, $500. We'll say $500. But I might be only charging $100. But that's even better because if I'm charging $100 and the doctor that went to medical school is charging $500, well, guess what? If I know what the fuck I'm doing, more people are going to come to see me than the certified doctor. So what does that do? That's going to cause the fucking certified doctor to have to lower his prices. Maybe he is like, oh, I can do a better job, but I'll charge $300 for it now instead of $500. You see what I'm going? What I'm going for? So again, at the end of the day, it's your choice. So you're doing it to make real doctors charge affordable prices. That is in part. Your sacrifice will be remembered. I didn't say I was going to do that. I would probably go to a certified doctor. But again, it's your choice. Not everyone is going to choose to go to a certified doctor. Again, at the very core of this art in this theoretical world, though, you are the doc here. Yes. In this theoretical world, I'm the doc. So, yeah. Whatever. But, like, why am I not getting the one fucking rabbit I need? But, like, you kind of understand the point of it, though, now, right? And why it's actually kind of a big brain idea. But, like, anyway, the core of it is the freedom to choose. I guess so. Alright, well, that's better than nothing. But yeah, no, it's again, that is the thing. Is that you should have the right to make decisions for yourself. No, you don't? Okay, well. I mean, there would probably also be some other restrictions in it. Like, you can only, like, fail so many times before, like, you're arrested. Like, that's reasonable. Again, I'm not saying that there's not certain other rules that would have to go into effect to make this work. I'm just saying, as a blunt concept, you know, is what I'm getting at. But like I said, I think you should have the freedom to choose. Like, you're a grown-up. This is a free country. Like, who is the government to tell you that, you know, I can't treat you for something? Like, you know, who the fuck is the government to tell me that I can't practice medicine if I've never hurt anybody? You know? And even if you hurt somebody, I would say there needs to be at least like a 3 strikes you're out kind of policy. Because like, there's already doctors out there right now, licensed doctors that hurt people, that make things worse. Like, that's already a thing. They just get sued. You should have the freedom to choose, and taxes should be donations, and you have 0 consequences if you don't want to donate. Well, yeah, no, I like that idea. Honestly, I just think that the government should be so slim that, like, essentially sales tax and tariffs pay for everything. I don't believe that we should have SNAP, EBT. You know, in a perfect world, you don't have Medicare or Medicaid or Social Security. What do you mean? If they use the money wisely? I'm going to need you to elaborate, expound on that thought. What are you talking about? Taxes in general, or like SNAP and shit? You're still not the fucking rabbit I need. I might just have to quit. We might have to call it, because I'm not finding the rabbit. So taxes in general is what you're saying, that if they use the money wisely, but yeah. Well, I don't know. There should be some things that people don't want to pay for that taxes should pay for. An example of that would be like ICE and the military. Well, I mean, I guess this goes along with ICE, but like maintaining the border. I mean, you're right. Yeah. Like I said, there's just so many, like, government programs and so many extra bullshit things that we spend money on. So, like, SNAP and EBT should be gone. 100%. It should never be a thing. And that's a huge waste of money. And people will hear me and they'll be like, what do you mean this is feeding single mothers and people who need help? And it's like, yeah, I mean, you're right. But also at the same time, what the fuck are churches and charities for? I'm just curious. Let's donate $500 million to the ABC DEI military division. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, no, DEI shouldn't be a thing. But it's like... like, why are there programs like SNAP and EBT? Like, again, that just shouldn't be a thing. We would save so much money if that wasn't a thing. And it's like, you can sit there and, like, you know, enjoy the smell of your own farts. Like, oh, yeah, wow. I'm making a difference. And it's like, well, with that yawn, I should head to bed. I have to work. It doesn't stop till Saturday. Oof. Alright, Slicks. Well, I'm about there because I'm fucking pissed that I can't find this stupid fucking rabbit. But yeah, I will see you. Bye-bye. Oh, I bet you that was the fucking rabbit I needed right there. I guarantee it. What a wabbit. Yeah, fuck it. I'm done here. This is retarded. We've been going for so long and we haven't even seen it. It's got to be something going on. Alright, see ya. Yeah, there's got to be something going on where it's like it's either a bug or like it's the wiki has it wrong and it can't spawn in a taiga biome. It's got to be something. But yeah. Just to kind of finish that thought I was having with Slicks, there is no point from... Okay, I got you, Slicks. I gotcha. I'll check it out. We shouldn't have any of these programs like SNAP, EBT, anything that helps with housing. I finished it. It was really good. It was really good. That last episode was awesome. But yeah, because it's like it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. And again, people will be like, "You're so heartless" or whatever, and it's like, again, why do we have charities? Why do we have churches? Why, like, the whole point that churches, why they have tax-exempt status is because they're supposed to be fucking helping people. And that's also a condemnation of the church, by the way. So many churches out there are too busy with number one, and they're not actually helping people, which is what they're supposed to be doing. Like, not only fucking tax-wise, but, like, more importantly, like Jesus says that they're literally supposed to give the shirts off of their backs to people in need. Like, that's the whole fucking point. And if they're not doing that, then, like, what is the point? Is this gonna crash? This is gonna crash. Oh, it didn't. Wow, that's incredible. So, yeah, like... churches should be helping people with housing. Churches should be helping people get food. Fucking... Is that literally the rabbit I need? Like, right in here? No, it's not. It's not. I would have been like, yo, what the fuck? Why is it in here? Or wait, is it the fucking rabbit I need? Does the one have a fucking white tail? If it... Bro. Bro. This one better have a white tail, because if it's got a white tail, it's like, alright. That's not a huge deal. I don't know why it's so different for me. It's kind of hard to tell. I swear, if that's the fucking rabbit, and I could have just gone here the entire time and picked it out of this fucking rabbit farm. Yeah, no, that's not the rabbit I need. That's not it. That can't be it. Let me just double check. Let me pull up the wiki again. Wait, yeah, because that's the fucking brown bunny right there. I think that's the fucking rabbit I need. That's the fucking rabbit I need. Oh, I'm just gonna kill myself right now. I'm just gonna kill myself. Literally going to kill myself. Literally going to drink bleach. Yeah. Yeah. That's the rabbit I need right there. Alright, now how the fuck am I supposed to get him out of here is the question. Okay, I've got a new idea, actually. Maybe I can just breed him. Is that the one I need? It's really hard to tell. Alright, well, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye-bye.